Hello, and welcome to this month's edition of the InDesign newsletter, where I teach you tips and tricks and just general things that you may have forgotten you could do inside of InDesign. Who am I? I am Andrea Batslatson. I'm an Adobe community professional. I'm also a graphic and web design instructor. All right, so now that you know who I am, let's get started. Okay, now you should see my screen. On my screen, I am showing you that I did a quick Google search for the ideal image size for a Facebook cover. And as you can see, it says 851 by 315. And all I typed in here in the search was Facebook cover size. And the reason I did that is we're going to create a spring sale Facebook cover. I'm just advertising that we're having a spring sale because it is March. What happens in March? Spring. So let's get started. So here we have, I've already gone through and created the size at that 851 by 315 size. So we're going to do next is we're going to go ahead and start building this out. I already have the images that I'm going to choose. You guys already know how to do Adobe Stock. We've gone over that several times. So I'm going to, here are the images that I want. This bright daffodil, this spring flower right here, this bee, and this text. Okay, so I already have them here. So what I want to do now is I'm going to start first with building this out. So I love this, this image. I love the daffodils over here, and that's really what I want to make sure that they are seen. Now, when I go to my layers panel, I'm going to grab that other one that I have, and I have this, these are, I'm so horrible with flowers. I don't know what they are, but it said spring flowers. So I don't think they knew what they are either. No, I'm just kidding. But so this is spring flowers. And with this one, what I want to do is I'm going to go ahead and I want the interaction between the two. Like if I were to go ahead and do one of my favorites, like let's say I change the blend mode by going to effects and I go to multiply, or I go to overlay or something like that. Make sure I got this covered. Okay. And I go to overlay or something like that, or, you know, I wonder why. Oh, that would be why. Okay. So I need to make sure I'm on the right layer for one. Right now I have right daffodils selected, and that's why we're not seeing an interaction. So let me go back to FX and let me go ahead and make that normal. Okay, so now I want to make sure I'm on the correct one. And that's going to be, I'm going to go back to my layers panel and I'm going to choose this left spring flowers. Now you saw that I wasn't on the right one. And the way that we know is because this little square over here was down here. It was here. So I want to make sure that I have the correct one selected. That tells me that I'm selecting the right one. And if this ever gets confusing to you, you can always change the color, which is kind of cool. But anyway. All right, so I'm gonna make sure I got the right one selected. We'll put it on a different layer. And so now when I make those changes under FX and I go to multiply, you will see a change happen. So, so I could go through and I could do like overlay, or I could do one of these blend modes, but in this case, the blend modes aren't gonna work for us in the effect that I want. So what I'm gonna do is, let me make sure, I like to make sure that I'm in the lines. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go over here to the right to our gradient feather tool. And I'm going to, what I want to happen is, I know that the daffodils are over to the side, over to the right side. So I want to make sure that this left side is showing the spring flowers. So what I can do is when I use this gradient feather, it all depends on how I drag. So what I want to do, I'm going to drag from left to right. And when I drag, the left side is going to be the opaque side and the right side is going to be transparent. So for instance, if I just go and I just drag real quick, drag out, you'll see that I'm bringing in the layer that's beneath this, okay? And this side is staying opaque. But what I want to do is I'm gonna do something like that because I want to get, I might even further refine it a little bit because I want this yellow in the center. But I wanted to show those flowers underneath these daffodils. So pretty. Okay, I'm gonna hit W real quick. Oh yeah, oh yeah. And you guys know that the logo, right? As soon as I decide how I want to do this, I'll license this, and that Adobe stock logo and the stock numbers will go away. All right. So I like how that's looking. All right, cool, happy. Now let's work on our B. Right. Let's click on the B, and the B right now, let me go. Okay, so the B right now is white. And I want to kind of position him. I'm going to rotate him a little bit. I think I want him to go right over. So the B right now has this white background. That's what I meant to say. And so what I'm going to fix that in just a second, but I'm going to go ahead and make him a little bit smaller. So the way that I'm going to fix it, instead of having to go into Photoshop or instead of having to use an alpha channel, I'm going to use a blend mode because the background is white. The blend mode that I can use, I'm going to go back to effects. I'm going to click here and I'm going to choose multiply, and it's going to take out that white background. Yeah, too cool. Okay, so now I can actually look at where I'm positioning this B because he wants some of that flower, of course, right? Of course. I think I wanna maybe like right there, maybe a little smaller. Okay. Definitely not to a real scale. It's an ad. Let me see. What do you guys think? You know, I'm allergic to bees, so I don't really look at their behaviors to know enough about them. I did learn a lot about them. I did a book over the summer for a lady whose daughter loved bees. So I learned a lot more than I ever thought I was going to learn. I'm trying to see if I like them right there, if I like them up there. I'm not quite sure. I think I like them up here. Him or her, I don't know. Okay, all right. I think that is spring. I like that. Okay, so now for our text, and I just made some text up about a spring sale, and then made a corny little you know, the buzz around town says everything is on sale. Yeah, now, yeah. All right. Okay, and now let's go into formatting, our favorite part. So let's see, spring sale. What font says spring? Let's see. I love, but Bellows used too much, but I do love Bellows script. Let's see. Up. I'm getting a spinning wheel, but that's okay. Like I said, I think I need a new computer at some point this year. Alkaline. I like this. That's nice. Okay. I'm going to increase the size. Spring sale. I think I like that. Okay. 75% off. I'm going to give it some leading. Maybe I want, let's try centered. I'm not one who usually does centered text because I feel it's overdone, but I like it in this case. Let's see. Okay, so Alkaline spring sale, 75% off. Let's see what font we want for the rest of this. I'm thinking, oh, I like this. I like this for the 75% off, but I don't want to use 3 fonts. So let's see. See, if we were live, I'd be like, what do you guys think? What font do you think I should use? But we're not. You know what? I'm gonna look at this Active. I don't even know if that's how you say it, but let's see. I think it has a lot, but not a lot, but it has 75% off. You know, I think I want that to be small caps. So I'm gonna go over here to my properties panel, and right down here is small caps, 75% off. I'm gonna make that a lot larger. Well, and then I'm going to do the shortcut key, which is Alt down arrow to go ahead and position this how I want it. Okay. And then with this part, the buzz around town says that everything is on sale. Let's bring that down to 24. Let's try 30. The buzz around town is that everything is on sale. That's at hair. Let's look at it at thin. Kind of want this like, so I'm also holding Alt and the down arrow again to bring this in because I kind of want everything is on sale. Let me see. I want, I think, let me see. I think I'm gonna go with light. The buzz around town says everything. The buzz around town says that everything is on sale, right? So let's go ahead and make that a little bit smaller, maybe 25. And I'm actually going to do some custom formatting. I'm gonna do a soft return right after is. So I'm hitting Shift Return to bring that is down on the next line. Okay, so the buzz around town is everything is on sale. So the next thing I'm gonna do is add another line because this is on Facebook. So maybe we say what our web address is. And maybe we're a t-shirt shop. Even though we're not showing t-shirts, we don't have to. We're kind of just advertising that it's a spring sale. So I'm gonna say happy tees.com. Okay, so happytees.com. Definitely gonna format that a little bit different, make that a lot smaller. And I want, I don't know, I have a thing for odd numbers. I really like even numbers. All right, and it doesn't really matter, but that's just a thing I have. All right, I'm gonna make that medium, and I'm going to hold my Alt down arrow and bring that down. I'm gonna also hit W so that I can see what's going on. Okay. And my safe area, I'm right now outside of the safe area that I've set, but I set a really, really large safe area. So I should be pretty good. All right, let's see. All right, let me hit W. I like how that's looking. I actually, yeah, I think I like that. All right. And so the next thing that we have to do is I would just license these images so that I can make sure that since I know that this is what I want, all I have to do is click on the little shopping cart and Adobe Stock opens. And hopefully I'm able to license it. I gotta wait for a few. And I'm gonna hit confirm. Okay, so now that one, it has been purchased. I'm gonna do the same for the B. Let me select it in here. Click on the shopping cart. Confirm. And so that's how you'll get rid of all that. And once it updates, it will get rid of any of the, see, it's gone. And then the last one that I want to make sure that I license is the daffodils. Click on the shopping cart. And that's really how you do it, guys. That's pretty much it. So actually, I do want to make a change in the color. I forgot all about that. I want to make it like, instead of the text, some of the text being just black, I want to bring in some of that dark green. So I hit I for the eyedropper, but the eyedropper is also over here in the toolbar right here. I could have done it either way. And I want to grab a green. I want it to be dark enough, but I don't want it to look black. Let's see. I get it. Nope, I did not. Let me see. All right, so I'm gonna hold I. I'm gonna click on, I'm trying to find a green that's very prominent in the photo. All right, so that green right there, that's the one. So I'm gonna go to my swatches panel. I'm gonna create a new swatch. So now I have that permanently. Now I'm gonna select an area, maybe the 75% off, maybe the spring sale. Not sure which one I wanna do. I'm gonna click on the swatch, grab that one. Let's see, 75% off. Kind of softens it just a little bit. And then maybe I'll put green right here at this Happy Teas. And so now I have a nice variety. And then I want to grab another green. So I'm going to click here, click I. And now I'm going for the darker greens that we see here. So let me make sure I select. I'm hitting V to go back to my direct selection tool. Now I'll hit I. So I selected this photo and now I hit I, and I'm going to click and see if I can pick up some of this color. Let me see if I click this one. So in my layers panel, and I just selected, remember, with the little square, see if I can pick up, see, and it looks black. Okay, I was just trying to see if I can pick up some of that darker green, but any of that area that I really want, it's going to be black, and any of the other areas going to look like that. So what, you know what though? Let me see. Let me try one more area. Still looks black. All right, that looks like a dark green right there. Okay, so I'm going to go with that one. I'm going to add it to my text, and now we'll see how this looks. So spring sale, go with that dark green, and the buzz around town, go with that dark green. And you can't really see it or tell the difference, but when you print it, you should see a difference, I hope. But let me zoom in and see if we see the difference. See how it is that dark green. And when it's printed, especially if it's a really nice quality print, you're gonna get that dark green. And I just wanted to keep every color that I use inside of the, I just want to make sure that every color I use is inside of the photo. One thing I want to do is I want to even this out just a little bit because I'm not liking. All right, let me see. Okay. And let me move this up just a skosh. Let me hit W to see what's happening. Okay. See, I don't like that spacing. It looks a little bit off in it. Just a bit. Let me see. Like I don't want it evenly spaced between those two, but I want it I don't want it to look like, I want everything to look like it has a purpose. Okay, so this looks good. I am happy with this. This is our spring ad. I did 75% off. I'm just that generous. And you guys know that when we want to export this, we would just do a file export, or let's just do it. We can do a file export. We can also do a save as. Now, if I go to save as, then we're gonna get like options like, the InDesign template, the document. To save this, I love saving my document. So I'm gonna go ahead and save this InDesign document. And I'm only going over this because we haven't gone over this in a while. And then if we wanna export it, we would just go to File, Export, and then we can export this as a PDF. We can export this as a EPS, depending on your end product. Our end product is JPEG. Our end product is going to be JPEG. And the reason it's going to be JPEG, if we go back to here, it tells us JPEG, the best results are JPEG format with RGB color and less than 100 KB. So we're going to go for JPEG. And then we're going to save this into wherever you're going to save it. And then all you have to do is upload it to your desired, Facebook. In our case, it's going to be a Facebook wall photo. Here's where you can make changes. Like you make changes to your resolution if you need to. Typically for web, you'd make it 72, but Facebook is going to compress it regardless either way. So I'm just going to keep it at the 150. I love maximum quality because you get the maximum quality you have. Hit export, then it exports that JPEG out into your folder. And that, my friends, is how you create an ad using InDesign. It's super quick, super easy to do. On that note, I hope you enjoyed today's session. Again, I am Andrea Batts-Latson. If you'd like to get in contact with me, I can be contacted on Instagram, Behance, or YouTube. This is my contact information. If you like this video, please like, share, comment. All of those go toward helping our YouTube algorithm and things like that. Also, if you have other videos or other ideas that you want to see, please let us know. We would definitely create that content for you. If this was helpful for you, please let us know. All right, until next month video, ta-ta for now.